Hey, happy early afternoon, everybody. This is Sports Fanatic News. I'm Joe Boric, and in Philly news, the Phillies took the loss last night, 8-4. The weather was awful. I was there, but I was under an overhang, so I was okay. But the weather was awful, which I think had part to do with our pitchers struggling, which is part to do with the L, but they did work through the elements, and they're not used to that at all, the Diamondbacks. So that is not an excuse, and the players said that, but we look to bounce back today. You always lose a game in the middle of having a good run. Most importantly, even to a lot of us at the Phillies game, the Sixers won their game and closed out that series, which gives them now rest. And also, it gives them a little bit more rest than we might think, because I think we might be a later starting series in terms of when we start next time, because the Celtics game is not until Thursday. They're the only game on Thursday at 8 o'clock. So we might be the series that starts like the day after, say, if the Cavs and Wizards advance, the day after that series. So we might have an extra gap of rest. But we obviously hinder on the Bucks and Celtics. And the Celtics, I think, we can beat because we showed we can play them without Kyrie, and we even played them pretty good with Kyrie. And I think we would. I think we would play them pretty good with Kyrie too, because this team we have has just been special and has been able to compete with really any level of talent in the league so far. So that would concern me some, but not nearly as much as it would before we got really hot and added Bellinelli and added depth and really became a great finishing team. And there was a really good article to say on that topic for about 30 seconds or so that said how adding Bellinelli and adding Ersan really does help the finishing tactic of being able to finish games, because that adds two really big competitors off your bench or sometimes starting for Ersan Ilyasova that just give 110% every second, and Ersan really gets good rebounds and really gets good shots for us and comes up big at moments, whereas Bellinelli really is a clutch guy so far since we've got him that comes up big at many moments. And then, of course, JJ, who we added in the offseason as well, helps to finish games because he is really, truly a finisher. So he makes a lot of shots at the end of the game. And so those things kind of do help to make us become a better closing out team. Now, Markelle Fultz did not play yesterday, so we'll see. I'm sure he'll get worked in again to a rotation somewhere in the next series, and then you see how it goes from there, how much you have to use TJ, etc. So the Sixers hinder on the outcome of the Celtics and Bucks game, which is not till tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And of course, if the Bucks win, then there's a game 7, so that keeps their series going even longer. So we'll have to follow the Bucks and Celtics tomorrow. I think no matter which of those teams you get, the Sixers will be fine, because the Celtics, of course, are without Kyrie. And then the Bucks have Giannis and Chris Middleton, and beyond that do not have the best depth. So I think either way will be okay. Let's go Sixers. Let's continue our success. It was great having 16 at the back end of the season, which is the longest back end of the season streak in league history, because typically those make the games 50 times harder. It's the back end of the season, everyone's fighting so much harder, but we just kept going through people, and some good teams too, not just some okay teams. We beat Cleveland, remember. So it has just been special how this team has been so far this year, and we look for them to continue to do it in the second round. This has been Sports Fanatic News. I'm Joe Boric. Let's go Sixers. Peace out, everybody.